Very good morning, afternoon, or evening to you watching right now, family. How are you doing? I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're keeping up, with everything that you've got going on in your life. I hope you got yourself together. It's a good day to really, to enjoy life, be happy, spread positivity, and love all around. Because this week's episode of the 100 Girlfriends Who Really, 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 Really Love You anime is really brewing something so delightful, of which I am very excited that it finally reached this point in the story. And if you're watching this video, if you're watching this review, that also probably means that you've watched the latest episode that came out this week, especially to new fans of this series who have watched the entirety of the anime so far and are watching this video right now. I just want to say that I hope that you continue watching this anime. And hopefully so read the manga as well, because indeed the story is going to really take off itself, to even greater heights, I would say, and just possibly, or hopefully just enjoy the ride and journey of everything of the entirety of this manga after all, overall rather, I would say. But enough talking, let's just jump right into today's review, episode 9 of the 100 Girlfriends Who Really, 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 Really Love You anime, which opens up with this sort of dampened atmosphere, this sort of dark atmosphere, I would say, yeah, because of the dark lighting, where you have the scene of Hakuri's face in shock or despair, and she seems to be engaging in a conversation with someone, right, of which I won't name names yet, but later on it's going to be revealed anyway, and which I'll also reveal as we go along with this video. So after that scene, we cut directly to this really happy moment with the entire gang together at this flower park. They're having this lovely picnic date. Happy kusuri noises can be seen, and her kusuri playing around is awesome. It's always nice to see indeed these characters really move around through the medium of animation, right? I can't keep stressing enough how amazing animation is, fam, right? And especially to this manga, where I feel like, especially with the anime, it really gives more life and gives these characters that we love so much more, substance, right, now that considering that they're being animated. For instance, with Kusuri's character, who is this playful little girl with a very forward and very energetic personality, in the anime I really love how she also exhibits that behavior and exhibits that fun vibe and attitude to her, right? Now, aside from the cute Kusuri moments, you have also really amazing moments that we see from Nano, from Karane, from Shizuka, Hakuri, and our main man Rentaro, fam. And overall, in its entirety, it's just this really warm environment that, again, it sort of becomes a refresher, I would say, from what we've just seen. That it made me nearly forget, actually, almost forget about what happened in the first few parts, right? Love overpowers everything, I would say. But anyway, moving forward from that, the entire premise of this episode, first half of the episode rather, kicks off with the gang entering this bouquet catching competition, right? And just to speed run the entirety of the competition, right, we get to see a lot of amazing moments again from the girls. Kusuri senpai transformation is peak as usual. Oh lord. Bibardi is really cooking. The storyboard artist, the anime department is really cooking with how they're adapting this anime, fam. And I don't say that I don't like it. I actually really love it. Wait, I don't say that I don't like it. But anyway, Kusuri senpai, glad to see her again. Shizuka cheering, that moment when she cheers for the Rentaro family in the animation, it is so cute. My heart nearly stopped from how adorable it is. My god, it's so beautiful, and that moment as well when Rentaro brought out from his bag a towel and a pen and labeled, that's essentially the moment where he declared or started the name, patented the name Rentaro family. And oh my, for the same reasons that the girls were also heartthrob, did that heartthrob face, their heartstrings were tugged, their hearts quenched, or what was the term? It's so good to hear. It's so good to hear Rentaro say Rentaro family. I find that to be so cool and so just outright heartwarming and amazing. But you know what else is cool and heartwarming and also amazing? It's when Karime adorned what's the term again? When she wore that delinquent jacket and just put on this really she really delivered this really cool stance and really stepped up to defend the Rentaro family against the guerrilla syndicate, right? Again, all of these moments that we see in the anime from the manga, right? I'm so glad that they really delivered so very well towards each and every character's line presentation and their moments, right? I also really loved how cute it is when Shizuka was seen flying through the air. Is that a bird? Is it a plane moment? No, it's Shizuka. It's so cute. Oh my god. And speaking of God's given airbags is, well, we actually saw that indeed from one the second promotional video, I believe, yeah. And oh my, it's well, it's amazing as usual. I also really love how Nano really does seem to really enjoy herself in the company indeed of the Rentaro family. I can now really say, I guess, Rentaro family when referring to this group, right? I'm really glad to see her really opening up to others as well, and I love how she also really gets is close, right, with Shizuka and the rest of them as well, and Rentaro for that matter as well. Now, the dynamic essentially, right, building up from this entire episode, or that scene from this entire episode, rather, I should say, the dynamic and closeness of all of these characters, right, is shown beautifully, where the anime has really gives off that vibe of which all of these characters are very comfortable with one another, right? They are really close with each other, and they know each other so well that indeed they've really spent a lot of time together, and that's the most important thing of which this episode also kind of conveys as well. Similarly with the pool date chapter, right? The pool date episode. That sort of episode also shows how close they all are, right? How each and every one of them would learn to accept and understand one another, and how they can in turn try to become the best girlfriends they can be for Rentaro, and to show to Rentaro as well that indeed they are they are acceptive of this whole situation, and indeed so that there's so much love indeed from the Rentaro family, that there's no sign of any internal conflict between themselves, right? There's no sort of argument or drama of which one of them would get jealous or not, and so on and so forth, right? Instead, all of them really do love one another, and that is something of which I really love within a harem story, a harem series of which all of the heroines and the protagonists are all just like a family indeed, right? As Rentaro puts it, they are indeed a family, and that's something that really cherishes also the aspect of this entire story, and in my opinion, it's one of the best spices that you can have towards the harem genre, so to speak, right? I also can't forget about Hakuri scheming once more, her shenanigans when she schemes, and from that moment, what I really love is more Hakuri noises, Kaide Hondo, voicing Hakuri's, well, when she does her thing, right? I really love it. It's so funny and charming in its own way, because there's something really about the way that Kaide Hondo, Hakuri's voice actress, right, the way that she plays Hakuri during those moments, right, when her plan fails, or when she does the woohoo, that type of deal. It's just so beautiful to see and to hear, and it really hits hard to how amazing it is overall, and aside from just the amazing voice performance from all of the characters, I would also like to again I also want to mention as well Kusuri's voice acting. The way that she threw her tantrum is so cute. I really love it. Ayaka Asai-san, who plays Kusuri, did an amazing job indeed with making Kusuri so lovable and so cute, and just her being such a baby is just I really love it. But with all good things, there also comes a time of which, a stroke of sadness just hits you right in the face. And this is exactly what happened to a lot of us readers, right, who when we first read this chapter, and to you watching right now as well. If you've watched the anime and you've seen this moment, well, I hope you're all doing well. Now, this is a moment of which I have actually made a video talking about how it's one of the scariest parts, the scariest moments I should say rather, in this entire series. And the way that they've presented it, the way that they've delivered it in the anime adaptation is so... It's really on point, indeed. And, to not spoil too much on that aspect, as to what really happened specifically, right? But what I want to share as well is someone who is involved with that, and it's someone as well who appeared at the start of the episode and even seen in the anime's opening theme song, who is and later revealed in the episode, who is Hakori's mother. Right? We also get information on who the voice actress of Hakori's mother is, who is none other than Sumire Uesaka, who also voices characters such as Lum from Urusei Yatsura, Nagatoro from Please Don't Bully Me Nagatoro-san, and other amazing roles, amazing characters. And another, again as usual, another amazing job with the Hyakuno production cast who made all this possible, because the voice casting for this anime is indeed never fails. I really love it. I think it works really well. The entire approach to this episode really conveys that there is so much, wait, there's going to be something big that's going to happen within this episode, right? And one piece of comment that I have in regards to the start of the scene, right, or that beginning scene where there's a dark room, there's Hakori, and there's also her mother, right? That whole entire scene, I feel like if they hadn't shown that early yet, right, then perhaps that moment would have been more impactful. It would have been so sort of impactful indeed, to come as a true shock, right? Like out of nowhere curveball that no one would have, thought to expect, right? But, one way or another way to look at it, right, is that it actually kind of cushions the audience for what's about to come. And so thus in the anime, it kind of fits perfectly to this episode, or to the episode's narrative, that there is indeed an upcoming conflict that's going to happen, right? I mean, that's just my own opinion at least, but regardless, this episode either way still delivers something very beautiful, and it is the start actually to, in my opinion, one of the most influential and impactful story arcs of this manga. And it's a story arc of which delivers us so much new perspective and changes our view on it, right? And I'm very excited to see the upcoming episodes, to see how they deliver it. As of the moment of the recording of this video, the official Hyakuno Anime X account or Twitter account has also released their stills or screenshots of the upcoming episode, of the next episode I should say. And boy oh boy, am I excited to see all of those moments come to life within the anime, right? And I'm also looking forward so much to more of the voice performance of Hakori's mother, and also I'm very excited to see how she is, portrayed and delivered through the rest of the episode. So that's something to really look forward to, and I really hope you all stick around to see it. And with that being said, thank you for listening, family, and take care.